know this Uncle Tom?
Listen, sucker. I'm blacker than the ace of spades and more militant than you and your whole damn army put together. And while you out there chanting at rallies and browbeating politicians, I'm taking out any money front sucker on a Hummel that gets in my way. So I tell you what, when your so-called revolution starts, you call me, and I'll be right down front showing you how it's done. But until then, you need to shut the fuck up when grown folks is talking.
What up, world? It's your boy, Coolie Man.
We got a gated teeth in the building.
Y'all know what it is. It's time to plug them headphones in, put the kids to bed, and let's begin to listen. It's grown-ups talk. Today we're gonna talk about these current events, shit going on in the world. Our legacy, your legacy, we all think about it sometime. Let's go.
What up, world? What's going on with y'all?
Shit, what up, AK? What up, AK?
What's good, Coolie?
Shit, I can't call it. Know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that just tuned in. If it's your first time listening, know what I mean? We appreciate you. Like, share, follow, all that shit. Know what I mean? Download this motherfucking episode. That's where it all counts.
Definitely.
And y'all know what part of the show this is. This part of the show is dedicated to you, to our fans, our supporters, our listeners, everybody that's fucking with us on Monday as we drop those audios, and everybody that's fucking with us on Wednesday as we drop those visuals. We appreciate y'all, because it's take a special type of y'all to appreciate a special type of us, and we appreciate that.
Definitely. You already know my motto. Like, share, and follow.
And
if you didn't do it,
do it.
Tell a friend.
And do it again.
Do that shit again, you already know.
And y'all stop acting all fucking stink.
Right.
If you on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, iHeartRadio, the list goes on. But if they got a search link, and you could put our name in,
Grown Ups Talk
Podcast, and our shit pop up, y'all know what the fuck to do. I need y'all to hit that motherfucking link.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. And one more thing. I know y'all see me share this shit on Facebook. It don't take money to support this shit. It just take a little bit of time. I mean, a couple of clicks, a little bit of time to listen. You can still do your daily chores around the house. I mean, you can still do what the fuck you gotta do, work out, whatever. Just listen. Just chime in. Get these jewels we drop in. Laugh with us, joke with us. Share this shit. Don't be stingy with this shit. Share the fuck out of this.
Facts.
That was it. I had to get that one off.
Don't be selfish with your shit.
Yeah, grown-ups talk is for everybody. If they grown up and you know they need to hear some of the shit we talking about, make sure they hear this shit. But
I'm gonna make that something. SWS, selfless with your shares.
Oh shit, y'all heard it here first.
Right.
SWS. Could that be a grown-ups talk t-shirt? You never know.
Facts, selfless with your shares.
Yeah, and I know we're supposed to have that website up, man. We just want to make sure we put it up and it's the right look for what we trying to do.
Definitely.
I know we a little slower on it right now. We just trying to make sure the little tweaks and the little fine tuning is done dead right. So when we put it up, y'all don't be like, oh shit, here we go with another one of these.
Right, can't put out anything.
Right. You feel me? But yeah. AK,
pop it off.
You been watching the fuck going on in the world today?
Yeah, I've been seeing some shit.
No, I don't know. I got some opinions on some shit. First of all, I want to talk about this album of the year shit.
Excuse me. Go ahead.
I understand and I respect what y'all opinions are. Everybody to each his own. But to me, Undisputed right now this year is definitely nobody else. It's nobody else. It's hard work, dedication.
Right.
It's only one album that's out here fucking with everybody else, though. What else on top of everybody else? I don't want to hear that meat shit. Meat shit just dropped. Good album, great body of work. It's not it. Swiss album, it's not it. It's just not it. AK.
No, I absolutely agree with you. That Nipsey Hussle, that shit is definitely a classic.
Did y'all hear what he said? Nipsey Hussle. It's nobody else. The only reason I let him finish it off is because he feel the same way I feel. We was talking before we started talking about this shit. He feel the same way I feel. Nipsey Hussle, album of the year. I'll let you finish your thought. Right. I just had to get that off, you know.
Nah, definitely. That shit is just hard. It speaks to us. It speaks volumes, and it's just like you said. For the Meek album, which is a great body of work. Yeah.
No,
it's really underrated, and it's totally slept on. Like, that shit should be having crazy spins.
See, but I think the difference between it right now is Nipsey shit dropped so early in the year. You feel me? And everybody else they talking about the shit that just dropped because it's still fresh on their mind. Like, I ain't stopped playing Nipsey shit. Nipsey shit just been in rotation, and his shit I could hit play from intro to outro and not skip a motherfucking song. Like, these other albums that y'all screaming on, I'm skipping through shit because there's only certain tracks up there I'm fucking with. Like, everybody going crazy because of the J verse on Meek Mill shit. He dropped some jewels up there. Alright, cool. What else y'all gonna talk about up there though? Like, he got some hot tracks, but
yeah, man, he can't front. Meek talk about some shit on his album. He ain't really. He ain't just rapping. He talking.
But the feel of it. Not just like the message, the feel of it, the vibes, the whole way through, the whole totality of the album. I think Nipsey got it. I don't care who album you put him up against. Like,
no, yeah. I wasn't taking that away from Nipsey. I was just, give him credit what's credit is due. Like,
yeah, and don't get me misunderstood. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. It was some great bodies of work that came out this year. But to me, my personal opinion, like, y'all got y'all opinions, is Nipsey, yo. It's Nipsey. Nobody album is fucking with Nipsey. Like, nobody else shit. Like, Pusha T, if Nipsey ain't dropped this year, yeah, I could throw it up there. But Nipsey dropped this year, so it's not. Like, Meek, if he dropped earlier in the year, like, there's all these different scenarios that would have to happen to knock Nipsey out. Nipsey dropped to me at the perfect time. He gave everybody a body of work for the whole year to rock out with. Like, and it didn't, like, right now I can play that shit and I'm still feeling like it's, like, I just heard this shit. Like, this shit is, this shit is crazy.
I feel the same way, and I was anticipating this year the Carter 5, and that was my anticipated.
Me too.
Album, and not to say I wasn't pleased or anything, but like you said, that the Nipsey album was just
great body of work. He just dropped in the wrong year. A year earlier, maybe even a month earlier. Like, let us live with it a little bit longer. Give us a little bit more of a build up with it. Like, I don't know what y'all could have did different, but y'all just didn't do what Nipsey did. Nipsey did what he did. I feel like he locked it down. Like, and if he don't get the album of the year, I'm gonna feel like he got robbed. Period. That's my point of view. You can debate it if you want, but I ain't gonna argue with you. It is what it is. It is what it is. You feel me? But yeah, man. I had to make that, like, I had to get that one off. I just seen niggas up there talking on Instagram and Facebook on that shit. Even on Twitter, niggas talking about Meek album. Shout out to Fat Boy SSE. He out there going crazy, throwing mad racks out there, talking about Meek album. I feel the energy. I got you. Just too late in the game, man. Too little, too late, bro. It's like being down 20 and you got 10 seconds left and you going to five, like you score 5 buckets back to back. You still gonna lose, bro. It is what it is.
That's it.
Great body of work, though.
Nah, absolutely. I can listen to that shit, but
yeah.
It ain't stay safe. It's stay dangerous. That's what one nigga. That nigga.
Yeah. Shit. There's mad shit going on. Yo. They talking about giving George Bush a fucking day after he's been gone. I guess after he's been gone for 10 years or whatever. They talking about giving him a day. I don't know, bro. I ain't with that one.
Giving George Bush shit. George Bush. Martin Luther King been going had passed 10 years before he got his day.
Oh yeah, you right.
Yeah. And motherfucking George Bush, and he just getting his day and shit. Oh, his whole funeral was fucking crazy. You ain't see that shit?
Nah, I ain't see that shit. I don't pay attention to like that type of shit. Like if you ain't tell me about it, I wouldn't have known about it till you bring it up to talk about it. I just feel like, I mean, he just fucking passed and they talking about giving him a day already. Yeah, bro, nah. And for me, I don't. What has he done to get a fucking day? Like, what has he done? It's just my opinion. I mean, you fill me in on the facts. Somebody drop some comments. Let me know what he's done. that gotta give him a day. Like
that's historic.
Yeah, like what has he done that has? I mean, he shook some foundation around here, made some changes, made some epic shit happen. Like I mean, that didn't hold back a community of people. Like push the country forward, not on some underworld type mission, just like on some push us as a society forward. Period. I don't know of anything. They didn't teach us nothing in school. I was living while he was president. Jono said, I don't know. I can't call it pimping. I'm just saying what it really is. I mean, you can't get mad at me for speaking my truth. That's my truth. I don't know of nothing that he's done for me, my people, or anybody around us to move us the fuck forward. If I'm wrong, enlighten me. Please educate me on that one. As I sip my motherfucking drink, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I respect that. I respect that shit. I just don't see how that's fair. I don't see how. I mean, that can be even considered, regardless of him being the president. And then you still have great historians. Or great people, African American, or people of color, however what you want to call it, whatever, that's passing away now to this day, and not even being considered or, recognized for being great as of right now. They're gonna take some years to, stew and.
All that shit.
To they realize it.
They gonna be long gone. Not just dead and gone. They gonna be dead and long gone before they consider it. Like why Dick Gregory can't get a day. Great American, great African American.
Dr. Sebi.
Yeah, why he can't get a day for all his work in medicine? Like why? We can go on. We can give a long list of people that should have days, but. Like, what's so different besides the titles of their actual jobs in the professional world, or in the political world, that will give him a day and not them a day? I don't know. I'm just saying. Maybe I don't know enough about politics because I really don't follow politics. But yeah. But actual changes being made, actual pushes to do actual things in communities that need action to be done. Yeah. Just my opinion. Again, I just don't. I don't see the value in him, or not the value in him, but the value in him getting a day, a holiday. Like, I don't see it. I don't.
Well, yeah. I was sitting there trying to think of the other presidents that have some days or.
Like a holiday dedicated to them? Or, yeah, no, I don't. President's Day, like they all get President's Day. I mean, what makes his work in America any more different than any other presidents? Like, any more courageous or outstanding or groundbreaking or, I'm just saying. Why Obama can't get a day? You know what I mean? For breaking the race barrier. Like,
how he get a day for Harriet Tubman?
You feel me? I'm just saying, Frederick Douglass, we could go down a long list of people that deserve days. We should get days, and don't say, oh, they got a month, because I'm gonna leave that alone. Anyway, that's a whole nother can of worms right there. Anywho, any fucking who. Yo.
Okay, what you about to kick off?
Nah. I just seen some shit. I mean, I don't know if it's a true story or not. I mean, but I just wanted to get your POV on it. I mean,
yeah, I was about to speak on that. Go ahead.
So somebody sent me something about Jimmy Butler. I mean, his biological mom kicked him out when he was a teenager, when he was 13. I mean, then another lady ended up being his foster mom, took him in. I mean, finished raising him up, or just took him in, gave him shelter, gave him love. I mean, did what she had to do to make sure that he stayed out of the streets and stayed focused on sports. And if you don't know Jimmy Butler, he's an NBA star. I mean, he's on Philadelphia 76ers. I mean, awesome player. I mean, yeah. But the caption of the post was basically they read a little bit of the story. It was a little bit of the story with the picture, basically explaining the situation. But the question was posed: should he take care of his biological mom, or just take care of his foster mom?
Now, regardless of that's true or not about Jimmy Butler,
Right.
Because we don't have any facts on that. But me personally, speaking, I guess, off of emotion, because I don't have my mom and shit. So I would be in a place right now, or forever in my life, in a place to where I will never shit on my mom, regardless of how
Situations turned out.
Yeah, how the shit fell and shit. So I mean, I would definitely look out for my mom. She birthed me, and shit. I've learned. I'm gonna say I'm learning, but I've learned. I mean, to overcome the hostility that I had towards my father and shit. I mean, for him not being around and shit when I was a kid or whatever the case may be, and I'm like over that shit. And I mean, just working on a better relationship. And if I ever had it like that, I mean, I'll be looking out for him. If, I mean, I wouldn't be shitting on him and shit. And,
right.
Like, I mean, even though it wasn't given to me like that as a kid and shit. But I mean, shit, two rights don't make two wrongs don't make a right. Fact.
I feel you on that. I definitely feel you on that, and I don't disagree. You feel me? I don't think he should take care of one more than the other. I mean, well, nah. Matter of fact, yeah, take care of your mom, my G. Like, take care of your mom before anything. Yeah, granted, the lady that took you in, I mean, she took you in. She, I mean, gave you somewhere safe to stay. I mean, gave you love when you needed it. As a teenager, growing as a young adult, I mean, and yeah, saw you to where you had to go. Like, I'm not saying don't give her any type of love, any type of support, or take care of her at all, because that'd be a big ass slap in the face. You feel me? That's straight disrespectful. But what I'm saying is, don't forget your mom, like, because at the end of the day, your mom gave you birth. Like, your mom brought you here. Like, I mean, she may have kicked him out when he was 13, and like we said, we don't know if this is true. We just going off of what we seen, just commenting on what we seen, and if the story is true, I mean, then ultimately what he decides to do is what he decides to do, because I don't have to face the consequences of either action. If he decides to take care of his mom, shit on his mom, I mean, shit on both of the ladies, like, it's up to him. My personal opinion, though, is he should take care of both of them. Like, he should definitely take care of both of them. I don't think his mom should get any less than his foster mom should get. Like, you feel me? Granted, him being pushed out at 13, we don't know the circumstances on why. We don't know if he was young, wilding, and going crazy, and it was against her house rules, or if she just couldn't provide for him the way she felt like she had to provide for him. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe him being quote unquote kicked out was him not really being kicked out, but him being sent to that other lady. And I mean, take care of him from here. Your household is more stable. I mean, can you just see him to where he gotta go? Help him. I can't help him the way I have to. Like, you feel me? Shit like that happens too. Mm-hmm. And for that reason, I think, I mean, he should just take care of both of them. I mean, evenly, because half of his life at this point, I mean, he about to be 30, close to 30. So half of his life he spent with his mom, the other half of his life he spent with his foster mom. So equally split that shit up. Like, you know what I mean? They both get. Neither one of them gotta go without. Like, you feel me? He got rich because of her genes, and he got rich because she gave him somewhere, you know what I mean, to stay focused and continue on his path and his goal. Like, you feel me? It is what it is.
Facts.
Again, our opinions.
Yeah, this is only our opinions. This shit can't really mean shit to, you know what I mean,
none of
anybody's feelings and shit, but I was getting ready to say, his mom and shit, was it saying that his mom wasn't supporting basketball?
I don't even remember seeing this shit because I kind of skim read it. Like, to be honest,
I'm not too sure either. So, but I'm just thinking, even if it was on like a hostile environment or a hostile place, like, I mean, it's better to forgive and forget. And I mean, well,
right.
Forgive. You know, sometimes it's tough forgetting on.
I gotta work on that, my goddamn self. I can't tell nobody to forget because that memory is a motherfucker. Like, you feel me? Them shits is depending on the severity. Them shits is embedded in your brain.
No,
you feel me?
Facts. But it's always best to forgive. Like, I mean, more so for yourself than for the next person.
Right.
No matter what kind of harm you plan or, want to do to the person, or, I mean, even if you don't want to do no harm, just not want to be around the person. Like, them harbor feelings of not releasing, I mean, your actual true feelings and I guess moving on and getting over. I don't know, I'm just a firm believer in talking things out and ironing things out. I mean, really, I mean, helps a person, like, I mean, psychologically. Yeah. Like, I mean, so, I mean, you don't go on in your life thinking about, all right, I'm just going to use the most common thing, relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, you in a relationship and some shit go left or whatever the case may be, you get a feeling, you get a sign, and you talk about it, but it's still shit that's left unsaid, and it really, all right, it's an argument. Right. So, I mean, both leave on fucking fucked up terms, and it's shit that conjure in your mind. I mean,
shit better left said than unsaid, period. Because it's like luggage. Like, it's like when you leave that same scenario you're talking about. So say that argument is the last argument you have with in your relationship, and you jump into the next relationship, and you never let go of that luggage. Like, you moving into the next situation, or you moving on into the next job, or the next career, or the next business move, whatever.
Bro, yeah,
grocery store to grocery store, because you ain't get your baggage, or you ain't get off your baggage. Like, I mean, your trunk's still full, and you ain't make room for new shit. Or
it's your subconscious and shit. That shit conjuring your mind. Shit get you complacent on a certain feeling. And what you do is you mold yourself according to that one altercation or that moment in time in your life. Right. If it's that vital, and then the rest of your arguments maybe be on some fucking shit. So you don't even remember the one that really struck home after that. Right. I mean, because all your arguments, you think you've been on some fucking shit, but nobody start on some nigga, I don't give a fuck. You gotta get hurt.
Trust me, I know this motherfucking feeling all too well.
Yeah, and in order to be on some high, nigga, like, yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
And once you get there, nigga, just fuck the world, nigga. Everybody can get your ass a kiss. So, but
yeah, that's kind of reminiscing. Like, damn, I dick on OD in that situation. But, trust me. But shit. Let me ask you a real question though. You feel me? Just for the sake of the convo. It's not something that, I mean, our community, our people, shit, our circle talks about too often. Like, you feel me? Our legacy. Like, what do you want your legacy to be like when it's all said and done, what do you want? What's the imprint you want to leave on this world? Your family, your friends, the people who have came across your path. Like, what do you want them to say about you? What do you want the end story to be when it's the end?
Good question. Great question, actually. I honestly never thought of like my actual legacy, like I mean, per se. You know, I think everybody think about what the life will be like, or what you want life to be like after you gone. I think everybody thought about that, and because when you say legacy, I think legend. So to my family, I want to be just that. I want to be actual a legend in my family, like someone that lives through stories. Like, so my kids, like when they talk about granddad and they talk about pops or dad, and I mean, and then my nieces and nephews, Uncle Akeem, and my brothers and sisters, and I mean, and aunts and uncles, whoever cousins, whoever, I mean, they're after me. I want them just to have me, seriously, just in their heart. Because me personally, I don't know, I consider myself a good dude. I may be
you an asshole. No, I'm playing.
Like, no, I'm trying to think. Was an asshole today? But nah, but like as far as morals and actual actual like being a good person. Yeah. Like, I mean, I think
It's a tough fucking question. I know that.
Yeah. You fuck me up.
Yeah. We don't think about this shit too often.
But
we don't think about it.
You know, I think I show a good judge of character. So I think what I would want to leave behind is just that. Like, I mean, for everybody to right before anybody do some dumb shit, like yo, that nigga, yeah. Like, I mean,
I know a nigga that would have acted a little different in there.
Yeah, or I mean, said this and said that type shit. Like, and just live on. As far as what I want to do for my family to remember that way, you know. As far as the good character, that should just continue to be me, and I mean, give off the good vibes, good energy and shit. As far as the morals and shit go, have good judgment and shit. Not stray off. I mean, the bandwagon, get up the boat and shit too much. But other than that, this shit right here. This shit is gonna be my legend right here. This is Grown-Ups Talk Podcast.
Because we do be dropping a lot of fucking jewels on your head.
I mean, so yeah.
So I'm about to fuck your head up a little bit.
Yeah. Shoot.
There's a reason why. I mean, I brought this conversation up, or I at least want to. I mean, talk about it briefly. I mean, even if we got to do a part 2 to it, but I had to start the conversation. Just because of what today is to us, like, I mean, we lost one of our brothers, I mean, and this day is a significant day in our lives, I mean, rest in peace, RD, I mean, and it had me thinking about his legacy. Yeah, man, and just how we know, love, and cherish the memories. We spread the stories of the good vibes and laughs and good values, and I mean everything that he was as a person. So it had me thinking of what I want my legacy to be, like, you feel me? I mean, so that's why I want to bring it up. And I know it's something that we don't talk about. Like, we tend to stray, us as brothers, like as me and you, and us as a team. I mean, our whole squad. Shout out to the squad. Right. But us as a people, period, like, we don't talk about it too often. We don't talk about it too much. it's a touchy thing. Everybody kind of run from this conversation, like, you feel me? And I just like, I mean, in thinking of RD, I just thought of this, like, yo, why don't we talk about this shit, like, period, like, so again, I mean, to our family, our friends, everybody that know RD, you know what I mean, everybody that had any interactions with him, laugh with him, smoke with him, chill with him, whatever, you know what I mean, this conversation is, you know what I mean, in his memory. Yeah, rest in peace, RD.
Definitely rest in peace, my guy.
But yeah. So my legacy, you know what I mean, I want my legacy to be lived through, like you said, through memories, through stories, through good times, through lessons I've taught, through the silly times, through smoking sessions, you know what I mean? Because that's how this shit right here started, like, you feel me? Deep conversation during smoking sessions. Know what I mean? I just want to be known as a genuine dude, like, know what I mean? A genuine good dude, period. Like, know what I mean? I want to be known as somebody who gave a fuck about family, who really gave a fuck, didn't just say it, showed up when it was time to show up, was there when times was roughest, and times wasn't rough at all, like, know what I mean? Was there to celebrate the celebration and there to help struggle through the struggle, like, know what I mean? Help get through the struggle, I should say. Yeah, I know my daughters they're gonna go ape shits with all the wild, funny, goofy shit, all the crazy ass lessons. I teach them, I'm continuously teaching them. There's a couple people out here, you know what I mean, before I had kids, I treated as if they were my kids, like they adults now and shit, and I know it's crazy, they ain't too far behind me, but, you know what I mean, I helped a lot of people mentally, like, you know what I mean, I just want to be known as somebody that guided people the right way, always had people's best intentions and didn't mean no ill will or harm towards nobody, loving, caring, and genuine dude, man, period. Professionally, nigga, damn it, dog. Niggas be thinking this shit I don't even think about. Like, professionally, I just want to be known as somebody that thought outside of the box. Like, you know what I mean? I post every now and then, I got a quote where I say, you never see Maine do what's in mainstream. I jump out the lake and create mainstream or some shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? Basically saying, yeah, I don't. That's what happens when you in your zone. Fuck it. Go look at my Instagram. You'll see this shit up there, you know what I mean? But basically saying, like, I'm not doing what the end thing is to do. I'm always thinking about the shit that's outside of the box. So I want to be, you know what I mean? I'm going to be, that's what I'm gonna say. I'm going to be known as somebody that was always thinking outside of the box, always ahead of the curve, always thinking of what nobody else is thinking of. Like, you feel me? Just constantly reinventing myself, constantly recreating my brand, my person, you know what I mean, and finding new ways to flip and make money, like keeping the cash flow coming in. Smart as hell, business wise, like, you know what I mean, that's what I want to be known. That's what I'm gonna be known for. Like you said, this podcast shit right here, and all the other shit that I've done so far, business wise, I've succeeded in. So, you know what I mean, I just want to be known, respected, and understood as a great businessman and a great human being, period. Like, you know what I mean?
Facts. Definitely. And another thing, or I guess professionally, I would like to be known for is someone that's somewhat like a philosopher. You know what I mean? You know, that bring you some yeah.
I'm thinking of some shit because when you said that shit, right? When you said the philosopher shit, I just thought of one thing I know for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, that I'm gonna be remembered for is nobody listens to me. Like, you feel me? Like I could be telling motherfuckers some shit in advance, like mad far in advance, and motherfuckers won't fucking listen. Like, you feel me? And then the shit happen, and they be like, yo, that nigga mean said that shit. Like, you feel me?
So you saying you're a prophet?
I ain't no
I
ain't no toot my own horn and all that. But I just be knowing, like, you feel me? I just be knowing, but I know it's gonna go down. Somebody somewhere's gonna say, I wish I had that nigga to listen to now, yo, because that nigga right there be on point. He be scoping shit, like, scoping shit.
That nigga said, that shit hurt as hell.
That nigga scoping this shit, nigga. Yeah, on point, bullseye, nigga. Spotted a mile away. Oh, yeah, nah. We need to do A, B, C, and D. Telling you we gonna be straight. I'm telling you. But yeah, my bad. It just came to my mind. I just started laughing. I always hear myself saying that shit. Nobody listen to me. They listen to me, but they don't listen to me. They don't hear me though. Yeah, yo. I was listening to. I forgot what I was listening to, yo. Oh no. Shout out to the bro T-Rock. T-Rock had shared some shit on Facebook that was related to this shit, okay. And it said try a list of things that a father should teach his son. Like, you feel me? And one of those things, I saved it on my phone, but you know, we're using the phone to tape. But it said, try writing your own eulogy. You feel me? And then today, the passing of RD, we remember him today, like, you feel me? Mm-hmm. All of that just came up, so that's what had me thinking of this type of shit, because I was already kind of thinking about it. Like, that's a tough shit to do. Like, imagine you, right, like, sitting down one day and trying to write your own eulogy. Like, I know what the post meant. The post meant is kind of like, it's a gut check of who you really are and what would really be said about you. Right. And then, thinking about RD and the legacy and all, like, it all tied in for me. So I was like, yeah, that shit is it felt right to talk about, like, you feel me?
No, facts. Damn, right, my own eulogy.
Yeah, like, that shit crazy.
I know it's going to be a lot different on what my eulogy would be. Like, I wouldn't discredit my eulogy or discredit the people that can write it. But, I just probably would toot my own horn when I'm, here lies.
Right. Right, but, I like, where the posters, the vibe the posters giving off was like, it'll kind of bring you into reality of who you are at that point in your life when you're trying to write it, like, you feel me? And for some people, I can only imagine it's gonna take them a minute, like, cause I didn't try it yet. I seen the post and I ain't tried it. I ain't even trying to fathom the thought of writing my own eulogy, but it just, like I said, it generated that thought of what would my legacy really be? Like, how do I want people to remember me? It kind of got me in the mindset of moving different, like, in certain aspects of my life, because there's some shit that I want to be doing or want to be remembered for, but I ain't kind of moving that way. So just kind of a reality check, you feel me?
No, I feel you. Like, me personally, I wouldn't change anything about me to fit the critique of anybody else. To, I guess, be judged when I'm going.
Right, but in this scenario though, it's the critique of yourself. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Because even though people gonna say whatever the fuck they gonna say about you when you gone, when it's time to talk about your legacy, because people gonna talk about your legacy while you here. Like, you feel me? Mm-hmm. So your legacy it lives on while you here, while you're not here. When you walk away from a conversation, people gonna talk about, like, that's part of your legacy. All that shit ties in, like, you feel me? But with that shit, I took it as a gut check of where I expect myself to be and where I feel I should be. So some of the things I want to be on the list of what I see my legacy to be, I wasn't kind of living up to. So a gut check to myself is, bro, you letting yourself down a little bit, step it up. Like, step it up, and not for what anybody else want, it's for what I want for me. Like, you feel me?
No, right. I understand. That shit, to me, is a little bit too real. Like,
yeah.
Like, man, I don't wanna.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Nigga over here chewing ice, y'all.
You know what it is? It's the drink.
That goddamn De Leon and that Taco Bell pink lemonade, man.
Got me trying to suck on the ice to
we
get
be
some
up here, motherfucking mixing everything with everything, trying all types of niggas had an ocarina up here. Yeah, if y'all don't know, AK is a bartender on the side.
I tried. I did with a double.
We're gonna go down to your legacy. The nigga made a good margarita.
Nah, but damn, they threw me off, Coolie.
My bad.
Threw me off.
You were saying that shit hella real, like that shit too real a little bit.
No, yeah, definitely. To be, I just don't want to be here to see my name and eulogy on the same paper. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, and not that, because I'm not afraid to die. Like, I mean, what I'm afraid of is what I haven't accomplished before I die. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing that worries me, if passing away.
Right.
Everybody have to pass away. You can't be afraid of that. It's just, you know, what am I doing here to prepare my family?
Nah, that's what I was about to say too. But that's my fear right there.
I mean, for me not being here. So
that's my fear. That's my fear. That shit right there is me having to leave and I mean journey off and not leave my kids in a situation, or my family period, in a situation where they could thrive or survive without me, like, I mean, and not necessarily financially, even though I know that's the first thing everybody think about, but in financial ways as well as morals, teaching them respect, teaching them value in life, period, is not just material shit. Like, that's already secure, that's taken care of. But morally, like, I mean, how the values and shit, how to handle themselves in certain situations, preparing them for all types of wild shit that's gonna come their way. Like, I mean, that's why I said I wanted to be remembered for the lessons I taught. I mean, because of that type of shit right there. Like, it's gonna be things that I teach my kids and nobody else is gonna take the time to teach them, or that's not gonna show them the way I'm gonna show them to help them prevent certain scenarios, certain shit happening. Like, you feel me? So, yeah, that I definitely want to go down for. I mean, like, when I go, I want them to be good. I want them to be straight, financially, mentally, emotionally, all of that. Like, I mean, not on some shit like, yeah, this nigga gone, but but like, I understand. Like, you feel me? Of course, there's gonna be some grievance, but I mean, yeah.
I'm definitely prepared.
Legacy. It's a tough it's a tough conversation. I challenge y'all, man. I challenge y'all that's listening. I mean, take a look in the mirror, man, and ask yourself what you want your legacy to be known as, what you want your legacy to be, I mean, passed down as we said, generations through generations. We got family members that their legacy's still going. They've been gone a couple generations before us, like, I mean, and there's generations after us still hearing about them. Like, you feel me? I want to be that type of. You feel me?
Impacted in your family?
Yeah, I want to live on like that.
Like,
impact, yeah. I want to live on like a historian, like, for real. I want to live on that way.
As far as your family or the world?
Both. More so my family, because that's what matters. The rest of this shit, it is what it is.
Secure the world, Greg.
No. I got action. No. Nah, just like, I mean, and if I could make an impact on the world in a larger way, like, I mean, on some, everybody in the world kind of know me or know of me or have heard of me, that's great too. But my focus is my immediate, my bloodline, my family. As long as they know, I mean, who I am, what I stood for, and what I'm around for, like, I mean, and the type of person I am and the person I want to be respected for, I'm straight. I'm good. I'm all set. Feel me?
So, good question. Are you afraid of?
I ain't afraid of shit. Nah, God.
Nah, are you afraid of you putting in all that work and it's still not working out that way when you go on? And did you think about that? Yeah, I thought about that, and that's a reality that you would have to face, because no matter if it's something that you want to be lived. You want everybody to remember you by, you got to remember that everybody ain't you. So just because what you want to happen doesn't mean it's what's going to happen. Like, you feel me?
you can want people all day, every day to do or say or be however you want them to be or remember you, whatever. It doesn't necessarily happen.
Well,
at the end of the day, as long as I know how I was, and I mean,
I'm talking about as far as your kids go, like your kids. Because that's what's close, what's dear to you. Like, I mean,
that's a fear of mine. Like I said, like that's a fear of mine.
Bro, hold on, you just told me I ain't for nothing. And then you gonna look me dead in my eye. That's a fair one.
hey, God, I ain't scared of shit. No.
Yeah.
Nah, but seriously though, that's something I looked at. Like, I mean, it's something that I faced. It's something I fear. Nah, but I thought about it, and it would hurt. Like, I mean, I'm not sure if you feel in the afterlife or whatever, but I mean, it would hurt. Like, I mean, to know that I did all that, tried to be all that, and to me, it would feel like I let them down. Like, you feel me? I won't want to be that to them. I don't want to be a failure to them in no shape, form, or fashion. Period.
So, would you still feel like you failed yourself, even though you taught them everything?
Not myself, them.
Or you failed them for not accomplishing getting through to them?
Yeah, that's how I would feel. And it may not be logical to everybody, but that's how I know. Because now, when I teach my kids some shit, and then I see them go do some silly shit that I just told them about like 2 days ago, like, yo, don't do that. And they go do that same silly shit, and I look at them like, yo, a little part of me feel like, yo, all right, you didn't get through to them, bro. You got to step your shit up. Like,
Yeah, definitely. Like, because, you know, but that's everybody. You got to learn, you got to live, you got to learn.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for them to be taught a lesson and you have a moment in their life where you can look down and see, like, damn, they're not really, like, living up to the morals that
I instilled
into them, yeah. So you will feel some type of way, but you wouldn't feel reassured that they're having a weak moment and that you still, I mean, gonna get through to them. Like, to me, that's because I was gonna try to flip it on to me, because yeah, I don't know. Me personally, I would just feel like, yo, all right, play this fuck up.
Yeah. I was just about to say that, because
play this fuck up.
Player fucked up a time or two.
Right.
I fucked up. Like, I give them the benefit of the doubt, but you know what I mean, I think the scale of
the severity
of
it.
Like, you feel me? I think that will be the determining factor if I really feel like I failed them on giving that. Like, you feel me?
They can't fuck up back. That's what you saying. Without you feeling bad.
Yeah, don't do no like unjustifiable fuck up, like some big time fuck up unjustifiably. I would have to come visit their ass. Like, hey, what the fuck was you thinking?
You underline unjustifiably. Like, you underline that shit.
Yeah, like, you got to be able to make me understand why the fuck you made that decision. Like, cause like, as a parent, being a child at some point in my life, like, you know what I mean? I used to have to explain some shit to my mom. She'd be like, what the fuck was you thinking? Alright, I get it. But next time, handle boom, boom, boom. Like, it should be different, like, you know what I mean? Because we don't always see it the way they see it. They're a different generation. They're growing up differently in this world. Like, it's different for them. So our lessons, we can teach them, but they have to adapt it to their time. So, you know what I mean? It might not be us thinking that they caught the lesson that we told them, but maybe it is in their day, like, you know what I mean, in their way of growing up or in their world. Like, you feel me?
They'd probably be worse off if you didn't teach them what you told them.
Right. Cause I know not all the stuff that you throw at the wall is gonna stick, but something gonna stick, bro.
Absolutely.
Something gonna stick.
But the thing is, have a chance to look down if that's, you know, possible. I would always, I don't know, I just feel like even if they fuck up and end up right next to me in heaven, I'm like, yeah, I have faith in you, bro. Like, yo, whatever you do, like, listen, man, oh, man, yeah.
What kept her father say? He said, I almost lost you, didn't I? Right. Find your way home. You know what I'm saying? God damn, I got a room for you. Your room over there. Ain't bad waiting for you. Yeah, we got an Xbox. Whatever. 2K, 3,000, whatever. I can go play. Yeah, go get your rating up. Yeah, but I mean, I know for sure. Like, I mean, when that time comes, I'm gonna be able to look down and see way more things to celebrate than things to hold my head or feel like, I mean, they could have did better in. Like, I mean, I see that now, like, in the way my kids act. Like, I mean, in the way the people around me that spend time with me act. Like, I mean, the way I kind of change their thinking or help them move or excel them a little bit. Not saying everybody around me I'm having the most positive impact on, but I would like to say 9 out of 10 people around me is getting a positive impact out of being around me, like, you feel me? So I would be able to look around to my family and my loved ones and be able to say, right on. Like, you know what I mean? Keep fighting that good fight. You doing the right thing. Right on. You goddamn right. That's the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Give him that good old Michael Jordan fist pump. Motherfucking right. We got that one. Yeah, hell yeah.
I respect it. Yeah, I want my family to make posters of me when I'm gone.
Shit, nah, fuck all that. Fuck all that when we gone, shit. Cause our type of legacies we gonna leave.
That's what I'm saying. My legacy, my posters and banners.
We ain't gonna leave this shit.
Give me a day.
A couple. You feel me?
Give me a day.
We need an AK day around this shit.
Right.
AK the chief day around this shit. All we do is make business decisions and chief around this shit. You feel me?
That's it, man. That's it.
You get a couple of bad biddies around now. But
oh shit.
It sound like a day now, huh? But not only when we gone, my legacy while I'm here, you feel me? I envision myself one day walking up on the stage and getting a Lifetime Achievement Award, like, be it on some big shit that you're gonna see televised, or be it on some little ceremony shit we do in our own family, like, I mean, whatever, I don't give a fuck. But, and
Nobel Peace.
Yeah, you feel me? I'm Coolie Peace, like, you feel me? I want name an award after me, you feel me? Give a motherfucking award in honor of me. Like, let's do some shit, like, while I'm here, I'm trying, like my mom used to say, give me my motherfucking flowers while I can still smell them. Like, you know what I mean? My weed while I can still inhale it. These shots while I can still feel it burn in my chest. Like, you feel me? Let me rock out now. Like, I know you're going to talk about me when I'm gone, but let me hear that shit now. Talk that shit when you talk about cool, nigga. Fuck wrong with y'all niggas, right? You feel me? Yeah, all that. I know y'all heard it. I don't give a fuck. Talk about Coolie. Talk to me nice. Talk about me nice. Like, you feel me? You ain't got shit nice to say. Don't say shit about Coolie. Don't say shit about Grown Ups Talk Podcast. Don't say shit about AK the Chief. You know what I mean? I'm bad.
You can talk good and bad about me. Whatever. Just, you know what I mean? Don't touch me. That's it.
Nigga said, I'm showing growth, nigga. Say what you want to say, nigga. Just don't touch me.
That's it.
Oh, yeah. Hey, yo, shout out to Ski Ball, speaking of legacies.
Definitely.
Shout out to Ski Ball, the legend. I mean, 631 Middletown Ave, Middletown Cafe. If you have not been in there yet, I don't know what the fuck you doing with your life. It don't matter what day of the week it is. There's always great vibes. There's great energy. There's great people there. Shout out to the bartender. Shout out to the security. Shout out to the whole team running the motherfucking building. You know what I mean? Again, 631 Middletown Ave, Middletown Cafe. If you want to have a good time, that's where the fuck you need to be.
Ooh.
I know it's been a minute, but shout out to Ski Ball, man.
Definitely.
Come up here and get this motherfucking interview too, bro. I know you busy and all, but shit, nigga.
Right. Make time.
Right, nigga. Right. I mean, put your legacy on up here, man.
That's it. That's it. This could have been his interview right here.
Shit, you feel me? Shout out to the brother AR. I mean, he came up here and shared a little bit of his story. If y'all go back in the history of the podcast, I mean, I know we've been doing it for a year. It's still history, like, you know what I mean? It's a story to be told. But, I mean, y'all go back, y'all hear the brother AR, I mean, y'all hear his story, I mean, his journey from his shortcomings to the legend that he is embracing right now, like, you know what I mean? Shout out to anybody out there that's improving themselves and making their legacy worth living, worth telling, and worth celebrating. Like, I mean, we celebrate y'all every day. I had a conversation today with my daughter, bringing her to school and shit. Shout out to JoJo, bringing her to school, and I looked over at her and I said, "Happy birthday!" And she was like, "What you mean, happy birthday? Today ain't my birthday." I said, "Yes, it is." She's like, "What you mean?" I said, "You thinking on a small scale. Society tell you got one day that's your birthday, and you think that's your birthday. Well, goddamn it, here's a lesson for you. You woke up this morning, right? You stretched, you yawned, you scratched your ass, you farted, right? Well, goddamn it, when you go to sleep, when people pass away, they say rest in peace. So you technically resting, right? So when you lay down at night and you go to sleep, you resting, right? And when you wake up, you rose again, right? So you're born again. God damn it, happy birthday." She looked at me and said, "You think you're slick. Happy birthday, Daddy." I said, "Now make me a birthday card." Shit. Yeah, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all.
Definitely. That was cool.
Yeah, we be having a little funny, wild scenario conversation like that. That's why I know she gonna take in a lot of shit that I be saying, cause she go along with the shit, and then a couple of days later she'll spit the shit right back at me like, "Remember you told me this piece of game? All right, well here it go again."
Right. Did you forget?
Did you forget? You on your dean?
Right.
All right, you on your dean. You on your dean, Pop. I got you, Pop. That's gonna be hilarious, dog. That shit is the greatest feeling in the fucking world.
Yeah,
Real
shit.
shit.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. Business world, be ready. Podcast world, be ready. YouTube world, be ready. We ain't fucking stopping. We got a story to tell. We got a story to share. We painting this motherfucking portrait as we going.
Yeah,
God
right.
damn it.
Right.
God damn, y'all know, listen.
We everywhere.
They never there. You feel me? We in all y'all motherfucking pockets. You don't even know it. You feel me? You don't even know it. Hey, yo, shout out to my boy Chris, too, man. Shout out to the boy Chris, man. He been giving me, since we started this shit, mad feedback, mad positive vibes. If we doing something wrong, that, he feel we can improve on. Shout out to you, man. He been holding us down, like, you feel me? Definitely appreciate you, homie.
Nah, definitely shouts out to Chris, shouts out.
Yeah, man. Hey, yo, Haas, man. Holla at me, man. Congratulations on your addition to the family. You know what I mean? What you got coming. Nothing but peace and blessings to you. If y'all don't know, Haas is the one that made the beat for the motherfucking intro. And he also has an interview up here about his legacy. God damn it, we out here, man.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Y'all ain't getting the thread of this motherfucker. The motherfucking episode is about legacy, man. How you want to be remembered, man? How you want people to talk about you? Be it 5 or 10 years from now, be it when you're dead and gone. Like, how you want, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life to make people say good and or bad things about you? How you want to be remembered? It's a tough motherfucking thought to deal with. It's something to sit down with. And it's something to really, vibe out to and think about. Nothing to stress over. Definitely nothing to stress over. All you overthinkers out there. Shit.
That shit quick. Nothing to stress over.
Yeah, because I know a lot of motherfuckers that think so fucking hard they send themselves into an anxiety attack, my G.
Then blaming on grown-ups too.
Yeah, blaming on, y'all niggas want to talk about legacy and shit. Look, listen to this episode got me in a motherfucking emergency room. Nigga, no, breathe, motherfucker, breathe. Go do some jumping jacks or something. Go exercise, do something. Get the fuck out of here.
Fact. This shit right here is supposed to be a woo song. When you listen to grown-ups talk, you're going to get a couple good laughs, a little mixed feelings, you know what I mean? And then, but at the end of the day, you learn something.
Yeah, feel me.
You live.
You live
to find another.
You live to listen to another motherfucking episode. Hey, yo, this is going to be the official week. We start the Motivational Mondays on YouTube. Again, if you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, We're going to start doing the Motivational Mondays. On top of the regular audio dropping on Mondays, you'll get the visual of the Motivational Mondays videos on YouTube. Quick little 5-minute videos. I mean, if you want to be a part of the Motivational Mondays, you got something motivational to say or give people for Mondays, I mean, to start their week off right, send us send us something in the inbox, DM us, or send us a quick video. And we don't give a fuck. It ain't got to be us giving the motivation. We'll post it on our channel, and send you the shout out, And Wednesdays, the regular visual of this episode or whatever episode we put up is going up regular. The regular schedule is going to stay the way it is, but Fridays we're going to turn up a little bit again. We're going to do the Freaky Fridays. We're going to give, some sexual shit, some freaky shit. However y'all want to break it down, we're just going to give y'all Freaky Fridays. Again, if you want to be a part of that, you got some freaky shit you want to share for Fridays and you want to be up there on this 5-minute clip that we're going to put up for Freaky Fridays, send us the info. Send us the video to grownupstalk1@gmail.com. You can DM us, however y'all want to get down. But we definitely are not just gonna hold it down to just me and AK or me and whoever else we get on up here to be. Alright, me and AK. AK said it. Me and AK. But if you want to be a part of the Motivational Mondays or the Freaky Fridays, just let us know. And if you want to be a co-host up here or come up here and rock out with us for an episode, just let us know, man. Reach out to us. We ain't never scared to have somebody come up here while out with us a little bit.
That's it. Get the grown-ups on.
Yeah, it ain't your usual. We ain't gonna get too ratchet. We ain't gonna get too sentimental. We ain't gonna get too nothing. We're gonna be a little bit of everything. We're gonna give you everything you're looking for. You feel me? Come up here, have some fun with us. If you want to interview or anything, just hit us up, man. DM us. We out here.
That's it.
We trying to build this legacy.
For the people.
Legacy. We trying to build it.
That's it.
Shit, man. AK, I think we're gonna be alright, bro.
Nah, I know.
I think.
Oh,
you know?
I know.
Oh, you know. Alright, fuck it. AK said he know, so we know.
I know we're gonna
From
be
this point on. He know, I know.
Fuck what you heard.
Fuck what you talking about. Word. Hey, yeah, man. Legacies, man. It's a deep conversation. I encourage everybody to have it. I encourage you to do like Michael Jackson said. Start with the man in the mirror or the woman in the mirror. Mm-hmm. Challenge yourself to look at you and really challenge yourself to see what are you really cultivating yourself to be. Period.
Now, facts, because at the end of the day, you are a reflection of the world. So, somebody's always watching the energy that you give off.
Especially today.
Yeah.
Shit.
So, we just wanted to be your best, and not necessarily for you, but for your future. If you got kids,
Right.
So, just think, if you out in public and you doing some idiotic shit, some crazy, stupid shit, and some kids watching you that's around your kids' age to grow up and do the same idiotic, stupid shit to your kid that you just did to the person that they just watched you, they witnessed you do it to, type shit, and it's your own fault because you set that example.
Right.
So it's just little shit like that.
Yeah.
And we can't just sit up here and preach and pretend like
I ain't no minister.
Right. Like nigga shit roses and shit.
Right, niggas is not no fucking. We flawed. We flawed than the motherfucker of it. We done did some dirt. Like it just. This is more so of a reality check. More so of a gut check. I just felt like we need to.
Facts.
Take a look inside.
Just trying to clear that shit up.
Yeah,
because these niggas out here.
Yeah, nah.
For the gram.
But the grown-ups gonna understand this conversation. The grown-ups, no matter where they are in the world, they gonna hear this shit and they gonna be like, I respect that conversation because I don't feel like we coming from a preachy standpoint. And if you feel like we preaching, I just show you the growth you need to take. We're not giving you no sermon. We just saying, Think about your impact, your footprint. Like everybody think about your carbon footprint on the planet, all this and that. But think about your actual footprint, like I mean, in life, period. With the actual impact you're having on your environment around you. Like you feel me? Period.
Facts. But you know, nobody ever want to hear the truth though, bro. Nobody ever want to hear shit that's good for them. So yeah, they would consider this shit preaching.
Right.
Niggas telling them something for their own good. So
well, shit. Just like I guess we up here giving our opinion. I guess they got their opinion, right? So fuck it. I mean, just drop your opinion in the comment if you disagree with us, or I mean, or you agree with us, or if you got something to add to it. We say it every motherfucking week. Just drop something in the comments. Hit us on the DM. Whatever, like I mean, get at us, talk to us. A lot of y'all motherfuckers got our numbers. A lot of y'all got us on social media. Hit us up, like let us know how y'all feeling. But at the end of the day, I need y'all to take away from this episode. I mean, Nipsey Hussle had the album of the year. I don't give a fuck what you talking about.
Straight fire.
Yeah,
from beginning to end.
Yeah, I mean,
don't need to be skipped.
Right.
Yeah, so.
I mean,
and if you haven't listened to it, listen to it. You under a rock.
Definitely look up Nipsey Hussle and listen to the album that he dropped this year. You feel me? Just listen to it, yo.
Underrated, for real.
Definitely. Shit, AK.
It's Ice Blizzard.
You know what? No, never mind. I was gonna have you play something, but never mind. Yeah, but I need y'all to take away from this episode. Like I said, Nipsey got the album of the year. I don't know why they talking about giving George a day of the year, but I mean, somebody fill me in. But on a more serious note, I need y'all to think about you. Think about your input, your legacy. What do you want to leave to this world? What do you want people?